Hello world, Wendy from Cali here, back with another mixed mani chat. I'm going to set my timer here because we want this one to be one part only. I didn't think I was going to do this, but I got inspired. I watched Tara Stoddard's video yesterday when she did her ice cream mani, and now I'm like, yes, I want to do my ice cream mani as well. Hoping it's going to be just one parter, so hang on to your seats. I'm going to try to do this as fast as I can. It's going to be very abstract. You may notice weird colors here. I'm not using the purple, orange, and yellow. I'm using the middle for vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate. So for those that are ice cream fanatics, Neapolitan. That's how I order my In-N-Out shakes, for those who know the secret menu for In-N-Out. But yeah. First layer I'm going to do chocolate, strawberry, and then vanilla at the end. So I'm going to open up some leftovers and see if they'll actually work. If this is your first time joining my channel and watching, welcome. I do mixed manicures using Color Street mostly, but sometimes I use other things. Today it's all Color Street. Color Street is 100% dry nail polish, so you'll see how that works here. And I just chit-chat about life, so if you like that, stay. If not, you can go. Should I stay or should I go? I have other sets. I have the leftovers, but I know I'm going to be needing some of the other sets, so let's just go ahead and open those to save us some time. This is a one-time use product, however, some of us who like doing mixed manis like to try and save our leftovers and hope that they will work another day. So we are going to see if that's going to work today. But yeah, I saw this image when I was told of this week's theme, frozen yogurt or ice cream. I like both. I like the ability to go to Yogurtland and mix up all the flavors that they have and pick my toppings and all that. But ice cream, if I had to choose between the two, ice cream would be it for me. And growing up, we ate a lot of ice cream sandwiches that were Neapolitan. And ice cream itself, Neapolitan. And it was funny because chocolate was always the flavor that nobody wanted. I don't know if that was how it was in your household, but that was definitely how it was in my household. If we had to do chocolate vanilla choose, we would go vanilla all the way. So it was always chocolate was last. Sometimes I would eat chocolate first. If it was an ice cream sandwich, I'd eat the chocolate first, and then I would eat strawberry and then leave vanilla for last. So my taste buds have changed a little bit since then, but chocolate's still last for me. Strawberry's now first instead of vanilla. So that's the one change. But otherwise, you know, Neapolitan. Who's a fan? Who's a fan like me? What I'm going to be doing with these is I'm going to be cutting them a little bit like an ice cream. So you'll see that I didn't bring craft scissors because I wasn't going to use... I was hoping that I would just free cut it because that makes it a lot quicker. And let's just see how this is going to work because I have a vision in my head, but who knows if it's going to come out the way I want it to. But I saw this image of Patrick Star from SpongeBob totally devouring a cone with these flavors, and that is actually what's inspiring today's look. So I will show you guys that image. The only thing that's different is I'm adding some sprinkles because why not? But my sprinkles are going to cover my whole hand, or my whole finger, I should say. Don't worry about this exposed right there because we're going to layer it on with strawberry and vanilla as well. So it's not going to be too bad with a little bit of exposure there. I'm trying not to use up all of the sets. Like, I want to be able to save some for later. Espresso Yourself is the set I'm using right now. And this set is just, I love this set. I'm glad that it's part of the core catalog for Color Street right now, because I would definitely want more of this one. So yeah. Oh, I don't think I put that one too far down enough, but it's already laid down, so it's too late. We'll just make it a little smaller layers of strawberry and vanilla. Alright, so there we go. Let me show you what my thought is on the pinky before we go down the path of doing all of the nails, because I want to make sure that the vision fits with what I'm thinking here, because sometimes I think about it and I'm like, oh yeah, that's going to be really good, and then I do it and I'm like, oh, what a hot mess. So this is Strawberry Sunrise. It is a pedicure set, retired, but I've had this set for a while and wasn't really enthused about it being a pedicure. I feel like it's too light. I like my pedicures bright or dark, and this one's too pale. But when I thought about Neapolitan ice cream and strawberry, I knew I had to use this. So finally getting used for this. So what I'm going to do, I want the strawberry to be a little bit wider on this one. So let's do this one. But yeah, as I was mentioning, I watch Tara Stoddard's videos, and it's what inspired me to do my ice cream mani today. I wasn't going to do my ice cream mani this week. I was going to bow out of this challenge because I wasn't really inspired. And I had done, if you guys have been watching, you know, a mixed mani for the Walk with Love. Oh, let's use on this hand. And so, because I had already done a mixed mani for the Walk with Love, I was like, I don't think I have to do another one. But then the growth. So, my nails grow out pretty quick, and when they do, I get really like, I don't like it. Like, I want it to look like new, brand new. And so when my manicure started growing out, I was like, okay, let's see how I want this. Okay, I want cut this. Let's cut it like that, and then make that bigger. Okay, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do my nails over before going to the fair. I'm actually going to be headed to the San Diego County Fair with my brother's family this weekend. So I'm very excited. Get to see my niece Emmeline and my nephew Maximus. We'll be celebrating, so June is a month where not only is it my Pops' birthday, but there's Father's Day, and then there's also my sister-in-law Abby's birthday. So we're going to be celebrating all of that this weekend. So it'll be a lot of fun. Alright, so Crack of Dawn. This one was an anniversary set last year for Color Street's 5-year anniversary. Color Street's only been around since 2017, and I've only known about Color Street since 2021. So not everyone liked the set, but that middle color is calling to me as far as being vanilla. And so I had all these leftover sets, and I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's do this. So, but I'm pretty sure I can't use the smallest strip. It's not going to work. So let's use the middle right here. But yeah, you guys are kind of seeing what I'm trying to do. It's very abstract. I'm not trying to make it look totally like ice cream, but at the same time, I want you to have that ice cream vibe from this. And so that's why I'm doing the Neapolitan because that's what I thought of when I heard ice cream. So here we go. So that, and then we're going to layer it with sprinkles. So kind of like a, you know, negative space, abstract looking French. And I thought it would be the perfect mani to go to the county fair with, because we're going to be eating a lot of junk food. I am looking most forward to the humongous corn dog. And I don't know why, it's so simple, but it's what I love. And every time I go to a fair, that is what I want. It's like literally the size of my arm. Like, it's so big. And so I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, there's other foods obviously that are looking appealing as well, but that is what I'm really just going for. So, all right, let's see if I can get this down right to cover up some of that chocolate edge there. Oh, like that. That totally didn't do it, did it? That's fine. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. There we go. Yeah, it's because I didn't put the chocolate down far enough. Like, see, this one, chocolate's down further. So it looks, to me, at least, a lot better. But it's okay. Alright. Can you guys believe that summer is, like, nearly upon us? Next week is summer solstice on Wednesday. Can't believe it. Okay, let's do the sprinkles really quick, and then we'll move on to the other fingers. I have leftovers, so let's do that first. Do you guys have favorite frozen yogurt or ice cream places where you are? For me, Fosselman's in Alhambra is the best ice cream. The best. So highly recommend if you are ever, I don't want to use this one, the little ones, we'll save those. If you're ever in my neck of the woods, my neighborhood, Fosselman's, if you're looking for ice cream, is it. So I would highly recommend going there. And in fact, if you're ever in my neck of the woods, hit me up and let's see if we can go grab some ice cream. And then Yogurtland. Yogurtland I mentioned earlier. Yogurtland is like walking distance from my house, which could be dangerous, except that it's not like #1 on my list, so I'm not there all the time. But it's a nice fun treat during the summer when I'm in the mood for frozen yogurt. And then I remember growing up as a when I was younger, when I lived up in Northern California, we had a I think it was a Dairy Queen, or it might have been a TCBY. But there was some kind of frozen yogurt place that was walking distance from my house as well. And I really enjoyed going there to get little, like, freezes or whatever they were called. But yeah. Just walking down memory lane here, thinking about different places. Who else has worked at a Baskin-Robbins? 31 flavors. I worked at a Baskin-Robbins when I was in high school. And I was debating at that time whether I was going to stay up in Northern California or leave. I lived in a town, not too small of a town, but it was small enough where I felt like I needed to go. For those that know, Milpitas is the town, and it's nested right in between San Jose and Fremont. And Milpitas was teeny tiny, And I kind of loved it until the introduction of the Great Mall. And, oh, this one doesn't have that much sprinkles. Oh, that's fine. With the introduction of the Great Mall in Milpitas, it had a Dave & Buster's and all of that. It ended up, like, people from all over the Bay Area came to the Great Mall to hang out. And so it was a bit much. So I was ready to, like, move out of town the very first chance I got. So when I got accepted to UC Irvine, I was like, peace, I'm out. But back to talking about working at Baskin-Robbins, the owner or my manager really liked, like, my work ethic, I guess, because whenever we had downtime, I was like scrubbing that place clean. Like, if you've ever worked in food services, it makes you not want to eat. Because things get pretty grimy. But I was like cleaning that place like from top to bottom when I had free time. And he was talking about how, oh, if you go to college here, like at San Jose State or wherever, I can make you a manager here and yada, yada, yada. Anyways, that sounded horrible. And so I ended up, quitting because I was leaving town for college and he was sad. But what was fun about working at Baskin-Robbins, besides being able to get ice cream each night as a reward for working, is the people that showed up to... There's some regulars that were coming every day for the mocha blasts and all of that. And I made it the way they liked it. And so they always were really nice and, tipped well and all of that. So it was nice. So, good things and bad things. Pros and cons of working in food services. But yeah. Okay, so see? That was my vision. So it's a Neapolitan with sprinkles. But it's a negative space. So it doesn't look too much like, ice cream. But at the same time, you get the ice cream vibes. So that is my vision. Let's get that done. How much time do we got? Get that done on the rest of my nails here. And then we'll be on our merry way. But yeah. I worked at Baskin-Robbins. Where else did I work? I worked at a store in the Great Mall called the Leather Company. We sold purses and briefcases. I had worked my first job ever my mom got when I was 15. It was only for spring break and I think a little bit of summertime, where at the place that she worked, they shipped out those little monitors for people that have diabetes or whatever. And so the job was like a warehouse job where we were out in the warehouse making boxes. So I got really good at making boxes. And I remember that with my first paycheck ever, I went and bought my sister a stuffed animal dog, because she had really wanted a dog. And at that time, my parents were like, no to dogs. So I got her a stuffed dog. But eventually we did end up getting a dog. Our first dog's name was Sabrina. She was a Pomeranian that we adopted. My mom actually picked her out. Did I cut that too far? Yeah, I think I wanted more of this chocolate. That's fine. Oh, I know. I know what I can do. Let's cut it right here, like this. That will work. But yeah, we adopted Sabrina. She was 2.5 years old when we got her. and she died when she was only 9.5. I was really sad. It took about 3 years to mourn Sabrina until we got Buddha, my current dog, who's adorable. He's a Maltese poodle mix, and he's such a brat. My mom had accidentally dropped him on his head when he was a puppy, and so now he's kind of special as far as his brain goes. He acts like a puppy, and he continues to be very puppy-like, even though he's 15 years old. So, my special little Buddha. Sometimes you hear him barking in the background. Right now, he's actually staring at the door because he wants to be let out of this room. He's like, "Mom, you're talking too much. Let me out of here." Sorry, Buddha. Can't get up right now, but I'll let you out later. But yeah, okay. So I think I feel so bad that I'm wasting like the whole strip just to get this little tip. I feel bad, but it is what it is. It's what's happening, so I'll just have to deal with it. Maybe I can cut it and use it on the other end too. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. But yeah, that is my vision here as far as chocolate and vanilla goes, and strawberry. So hopefully for those that join in, ooh, this one ripped. Those who join in on the weekly themes. So Tara Stoddard has a Facebook group that I'm part of. I actually saw her for the first time on YouTube and really liked her vibe. So joined her Facebook group. And so she has these mixed Manny themes for us. And I love participating in them. But ice cream and froyo was one that I was like, oh, such a challenge for me. I couldn't really like think about what I wanted to do with it until I saw her video, as I mentioned. And so once I saw her video, I was like, ooh, I'm inspired. Yeah, this one's too small. It's not gonna fit. Okay, so let's keep going. I need the bigger ones. These right here, for the middle finger. This one I should be able to get two uses out of, actually. So let's cut this down here first and use this on one, and then we'll use the other one on the other. So sometimes you need it a little bit wider if you're cutting it all funky, and then other times you can get away with the thinner strip, but this one doesn't want to open for me. So let's see. Oh my goodness, I should have grabbed tweezers, shouldn't I? Now I'm going to end up using my hands as tools, or my fingernails as tools. Hopefully that won't like chip it or anything like that. Okay, here we go. Right there. Right there. Looking good, looking good. Although now I think that one didn't go too far down, so that's going to be another one I should have placed a little further down, because now the strawberry and the vanilla is going to be smaller, but that's okay. Again, they all don't have to match because it's just very abstract. Do you guys have any good summer plans? I don't know if I'll call it a vacation, but my sister and her husband are going to Switzerland with his family, like his parents, and they're not bringing the kids. So we'll be headed out to babysit for a week and a half. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But that's like our big summer plans. Otherwise, we don't have any huge summer plans besides, you know, the usual work and all of that. Summer is actually a really busy time for what I do. And so, my 9 to 5, and I say that very loosely because definitely work more than the normal 8 hours a day each day. So, but you know, it is what it is. That's what some people, they go, that's why you get paid the big bucks. And big is relative. So, but yeah, we've got a lot of projects going on right now that need to have a lot of time investment. So, okay, but where are we? Ooh, here we go. I need this one and this one. Actually, you know what? Let's, to be safe, we'll use the big one right here on this one as well. And then we'll just have the thumb. The thumb is the only one that's going to be... Alright, there we go. Chocolate. I remember going to the Los Angeles County Fair with my friends Diane and Na, and it was like, I think Panda Bear and I were like just getting serious, and so it was the 4 of us celebrating Diane's birthday, and it was a lot of fun. I remember that. I even wore a sun hat, which I never wear hats, so that was really fun. But that was like years ago. And then Panda Bear and I went to the Sacramento County Fair one year when we had gone on a quick road trip vacation up to Napa Valley. And so that was where I had the huge corn dog, and I was like, oh, I want one of these every year at the fair. Because you can't get it anywhere else. Like, there's nowhere else you can get a corn dog the size of your arm. And so that's like my go-to fair food. And it's not that many calories in the long run compared to like some of the other things that you can get at the fair. So I think it's a good choice. But knowing my niece, Emmeline, she's probably going to want boba. And if there's cotton candy, she's probably going to want cotton candy. I'm already anticipating like all the things that she's going to want to eat. And then I don't know if she's going to want to do rides, but she's at that age and height now where rides are in the picture. So prior years when we've taken her to events that are like this, she wasn't old enough and tall enough to do any of the rides and stuff like that. So I'll be curious to see if she wants to go on fair rides. But definitely told Panda Bear that it's likely that he's going to be going with her, because the older I get, the more I'm like, I don't know if I want to do rides. My mortality just is like in my face at that point where I'm like, ooh, let me see if I cut this down. Yeah, no, that's gonna be too small. So we're gonna use the biggest one. And in fact, I think we only need to use one of the biggest one. So let's do that. But yeah, are you guys into rides? I remember going to what used to be called Great America up in the Santa Clara Valley. Having season passes for the summer and taking the public bus or getting dropped off with my friends and spending the day at Great America. I think they've changed the name. Like, I want to say that Great America is no longer Great America. It's been bought and they've changed the name and the name of the rides and stuff like that. Because when I last looked it up, it was when Top Gun Maverick had come out, and I was telling Panda Bear about Great America and the Top Gun ride, because there used to be a Top Gun ride. It was Paramount's Great America. I remember this. That no longer exists, I want to say. My best friend Lynn could probably tell you better. She still lives up north. And I want to say I saw her post about going to a theme park. And I want to say that it's probably the theme park that was once Great America. But I saw, like, the Peanuts gang. Like, she was posing for a photo with her 2 girls and her husband. And, you know, Charlie Brown and all that. I saw that, so I'm thinking they changed a lot. Unless, of course, that photo was taken somewhere else and I'm mistaken. But yeah. I used to go there a lot, and I would be all over the rides. Loved the rides, especially Top Gun was like one of my favorites. But Top Gun no longer exists as a ride, at least. So it's just memories now. I remember things being so different growing up. I think with the introduction to the internet and having people more connected, we're ending up more like disconnected as people, and I don't know how to better describe that, actually. Okay, I'm gonna use these 4. No, wait. These 3? Hold on. Oh yeah, no, this one should work. But like, I remember the freedom of being able to just go out with my friends and be out and about. And I don't know if that exists anymore as far as for the young folks. Of course, my niece, my oldest niece, Emmeline, is not at that age where she should be going out all by herself with friends. But she's getting to the point where I feel like when I was that age, like 5th grade, 6th grade, I would take the public bus. I would take the school bus. I would be at the Michael's art supply store with my friends. I would be at the library with my friends. And, you know, we were out and about. So I swear I remember doing all of that. And I don't know if my niece will have adventures like that. But I also remember getting scolded by the school bus driver because, you know, they have a job to do. And we're not supposed to get off at our stop, you know, get off at a stop that's not our stop. But, you know, as kids, we didn't know. You know, we're just like, oh, let's go to, you know, Janice's house or whatever. And we would just all get off, you know, together. And we got yelled at. The school bus driver was like, if you're going to get off at the wrong stop, take the public school bus. Take the public bus. This is a school bus, and I have to drop you off at, you know, your stop and whatever. So, you know, we did end up listening to the school bus driver, and we started taking the public bus instead. But yeah, it was one of those where it's like, I can't imagine, like, my niece taking a public bus by herself and her friends. I don't know. Different times, I guess. But yeah. Don't know why I got off on that tangent. What were we talking about? Oy vey. If you guys watch this channel, you know I just go off on tangents all the time. Talk about anything and everything. Whatever comes to mind. But yeah. Oh, when we were on vacation in Sedona, oh gosh, we had this amazing ice cream from, I think it was called the Rocky Road Company. And my niece Emmeline, Hannah Bear, and I went and had ice cream. Emily and I had ice cream twice. Panda Bear only once. But it was so good. They had really, like, their flavors were just amazing. Like, rivaling Fosselman's for sure. Gotta love that mom and pop kind of shop ice cream vibes. But yeah. Definitely if I had to choose between froyo and ice cream is it. Ice cream's my jam. Okay, here we go. Looking at the time, I'm thinking that it might be a two-parter, unfortunately, because I'm already at the end almost, and I'm not anywhere near done with my nails yet. But that's okay. You guys can fast forward through it if you want to just see the end result. And I'm totally fine with that. No problem. So, but yeah. Panda Bear's getting a haircut today because my work schedule has been kind of funky the past few weeks with Memorial Day and all that. And so he hasn't had a chance to get over there to get a haircut. And so let's see. Oh, beautiful. I'm in love with this. This exceeds my expectations of this mani. It's simple yet elegant, yet fun and funky. And I don't know. What do you guys think? Personally, I'm loving what I'm seeing right now, and I can't wait to take a selfie of it in natural lighting. But yeah. Alright, let's see. Oh, right here. Oh my goodness. Sometimes it's like trying to remember what I'm doing is rough. And that's the older I get, the more it's like harder to, like, you walk into a room and then it's like, wait, why did I walk into this room? Like, you know, I don't know if you guys have moments like that. Sometimes I feel like we live in a sim and the person that's controlling my character is like messing with me. Like, it's like, oh, here we go. Part 2's coming up. But like, totally messing with me, because sending me to do a task and then halfway through getting ready to do that task, it's like, nope, calling an audible, changing directions. It's like, what? Huh? That's how I feel sometimes. Speaking of Sims, did anyone who's watching ever play The Sims Online? I had so much fun. Like, I met great friends at that time from playing the game, and even got to like travel to meet up with some of those friends, and that was good times. Nice memories. But yeah. Okay. I want this one. Alright. I'm like torn between doing all of